Hi, this is Barack Obama. As you know, I'm overseas right now, meeting with leaders in Europe and the Middle East, and getting an up-close look at the foreign policy landscape that the next president will inherit. I can tell you that we face enormous challenges, and I can assure you that our task in repairing America's standing in the world is great. Now, I'm confident that we can come together as a nation and meet these challenges, but let me be clear. We have no choice but to win this election, and I'm going to need your help in getting there. We've had some disagreements in the past, and we'll have some disagreements in the future. I promise to continue to listen to your concerns, take them seriously, and discuss them respectfully, and work to earn your ongoing support. But I know we can all agree that when it comes to foreign policy, the choice between myself and John McCain could not be clearer. I opposed going to war in Iraq. Senator McCain was one of Washington's biggest supporters for war. I warned that the invasion of a country posing no imminent threat would fan the flames of extremism and distract us from the fight against al-Qaeda and the Taliban. Senator McCain claimed that we would be greeted as liberators and that democracy would spread across the Middle East. I have a plan to responsibly end the war in Iraq, and John McCain does not. On my first day as President of the United States, I will work to bring our brave men and women home. Senator McCain would have our troops continue to fight tour after tour of duty, and our taxpayers keep spending $10 billion a month indefinitely. I want Iraqis to take responsibility for their own future and to reach the political accommodation necessary for long-term stability. That's victory. That's success. That's what's best for Iraq, that's what's best for America, and that's why I will end this war as president. So let's be clear. The policies that John McCain is proposing amount to little more than George Bush's third term, and we cannot afford that right now. The world cannot afford that right now. And that's why I'm asking for your help in the fight that lies ahead over the next few months. So while I can't be there with you in person, I want to thank you all for your hard work and sacrifices so far, tell you a little bit more about the kind of campaign we're running, and ask you to continue to join me in growing this movement for change. I've always believed that grassroots movements are the most powerful way to bring about lasting change. That's why I started my work in public service not in Washington, but on the south side of Chicago, helping to turn around neighborhoods that were devastated when the local steel plants closed. And that's the spirit I've tried to bring to my campaign for President of the United States. I am proud of the fact that we're the first campaign in a generation to run a 50-state strategy. Not a 50% plus one strategy, a 50-state strategy made possible by the volunteer activism and organizing you and others have been doing on the ground, and by support from Governor Dean's efforts at the DNC. We're already competing hard across the country, from Colorado to Montana to Virginia to South Dakota and even Alaska, and we will soon have an active campaign presence in every single state. With programs like the Obama Organizing Fellows, we're training a new generation of leaders, empowering volunteers, and recruiting new Democratic voters who've been all but ignored in years past. We're building lasting infrastructure that will not only help us win in November, but build the progressive movement for years to come. Our 50-state strategy isn't just about winning the presidential election. It's also about lifting candidates up and down the ticket. We have an historic opportunity to elect more Democrats at every level, from city councils to state legislatures to the United States Congress. And that's how we're going to bring about a working Democratic majority. And that's how we're going to see real change come about in America. In 2006, I campaigned with Democrats across the country and saw the results of the 50-state strategy up close. We won in district after district that had been previously counted out in election cycles. And in places we didn't win, we came up just short. But with your help, we will win those places this time. This time, we not only have the energy and passion for change, we've got an array of online tools that make it easier than ever before to get organized and make a real impact. We created my.barackobama.com to empower supporters to self-organize, work for change in their own communities, and even connect with other supporters on the other side of the country. We've got more than 1 million volunteers on my.barackobama.com. They've planned more than 70,000 offline events through the system, made millions of phone calls from home, and formed thousands of grassroots advocacy groups, including one you might have heard about recently. Now, these tools are a terrific way for everyone in this room and the broader progressive community to take action and own a direct piece of this campaign. This is one of those moments in our history when we have a chance to create a real grassroots movement and lay the groundwork for a lasting progressive future. This is our chance to turn the page on the failed policies of the past and bring an end to a war that should have never been waged. This is our opportunity to invest in alternative sources of energy, to grow our economy, save our planet, and end the tyranny of oil. This is our chance to restore America's standing in the world. So if you stand up with me in these next few months, if you reach out to your readers, friends, and family, and make the most of these tools to empower activists to bring in new voters, if you take action and help build our 50-state grassroots movement, then I promise you this: we're not just going to win an election. We're going to change the country and change the world. Thank you so much.